What's up guys, Crypto here, and today I'm going to be reviewing IMPT token or IMPT token. And this project offers a different approach. Instead of having to connect cryptocurrency with gaming and things like that, this one is actually more focused on the environment and specifically on carbon emission. And as an intro, right here it says, join an impactful carbon offset program by investing in the IMPT token. Become a part of a large ecosystem that connects socially responsible brands with businesses and individuals who want to reduce their carbon footprint. Based on a blockchain, our platform empowers you to buy, sell, or retire carbon credits while avoiding double counting and fraud. So basically what they want to accomplish here is to connect consumers or individuals with businesses to work together to lower carbon emissions. And at the same time, by doing so, get rewarded. Now, the pre-sale frame is very similar to Tomadoj and Big Eyes. As we see here right now, they're on stage 1 on the pre-sale, and once they are able to either sell out or by November 25th, they're going to close stage 1 and then open on stage 2 with a higher price increase. So the current price for stage 1 is at 0.018, and then after that closes, or November 25th, is going to stage 2, which is going to be 0.023. And here we also see that pre-sale 2 is going to take place on the 4th quarter of 2022, but if it doesn't sell out, then we see here on the 1st quarter of 2023, it can be extended until January 25th of 2023. And for pre-sale number 3, we don't have a date for that yet here displayed, but I'm hoping they should update that sometime this year. This seems like this pre-sale can go on easily until February or even March of next year if they're unable to sell out these tokens on time. And when we scroll down here, we see that we have these news outlets, which is very similar to both Tomadoj and Big Eyes, as well as a quick guide of how to buy the IMPT token. We have here, you could use, you can buy Ethereum with your card, or you could buy IMPT with Ethereum, or you can buy the IMPT with USDT. So very similar again with Tomadoj and Big Eyes. And here's another big selling point for this project. It mentions here that over 10,000 affiliate brands will join IMPT with over 2 billion individual products once the platform goes live. And right below that, it displays here some categories of common products that, we tend to buy, which is like furniture, electronics, retailers, flights, car rentals, booking, toys, and restaurants, and among other stuff. And right here they bring up another reason why you should use their platform or their tokens. It says here, shopping platform with environmentally conscious brands. Earn IMPT tokens from each purchase, exchange them for carbon credits, and reduce your carbon footprint. All while doing your regular shopping, buy products from our partner brands with our online widget and shape the future. Or shop the traditional way with our app and accumulate all sales margin from all your purchases. And I will break this down in just a bit, but just keep in mind that where it says here carbon credits, okay, this part right here, is not pertaining to the carbon credits that manufacturers and companies refer to as well. In this case, they're going to be NFTs. And I'm going to show you that here in the white paper in a little bit, but just keep that in mind. It's not the same thing. And to quickly share with you guys what carbon credits are, okay, because it's not that prevalent here in the US, but it's very widespread in the UK and Europe and other parts of the world. In the US, there is something called RGGI, which is Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative, which is similar to carbon credits. And there's also the California Cap and Trade, which is similar to the RGGI, and the European Union allowance. And this is how carbon credit works between businesses, companies, and manufacturers. Let's say that one carbon allowance or one carbon permit is equivalent to 1 ton of CO2. If company A is estimating to emit 100 tons of CO2, then the company will need to buy 100 allowance or 100 permits for those 100 CO2s. And let's say company A did very great for that period of time or that year, and they actually were able to use less than 100 tons of CO2. And those 20 CO2 that were left over, those are now carbon credits, which if they want, they can go ahead and sell those credits to other companies, manufacturers, or business who probably needs them. And here is where the bidding comes. So now let's say company B wants to buy those credits, but now company C and D, they also want to buy those credits. And the company can sell it to the highest bidder, or they can just sell it in different parts, giving a slice to each company. Now, let's say company A is emitting more CO2 than expected, and they're going to quickly run into problems. So now company A has two choices: either pay the penalty for going over the limit, or buy carbon credits from another company, manufacturer, or business who has some allowances left over. And this, guys, is just a very general idea so you guys can understand more or less how this works, but there's also a lot of loopholes. There's companies that take advantage of the system, and some are able to make profits out of this by selling credits that aren't even supposed to be in the first place. But I'm not gonna get into that here in this video because it can easily extend this video for like an hour or even 2 hours, but I'll leave that for another video. So here is a very important diagram, okay, of how this is going to work. In this diagram, we see how the rewards is going to work for all the users. And here we see how it starts. So we have here the user, which is yourself, using their platform, which is their website, and you can pay using fiat or crypto to get the IMPT tokens, which will be something similar to this, where you connect your wallet and then you're able to buy the tokens. After that, you have a choice. You can either just hold the tokens, sell them, or you can choose a project that you're going to be paying using those tokens. And you might be asking, what are those projects that you're going to be able to invest on using the IMPT tokens? So on their white paper on page 25, this is what they answered. IMPT.io allows users to choose from hundreds of environmental projects. We have collaborated with hundreds of the most impactful environmental projects from around the world. IMPT.io only onboards projects that are accredited by globally recognized regulatory bodies. Therefore, we carefully selected and vetted each carbon offset project to ensure its credibility. The project includes clean energy generation plants, forest conservation, wind farms, and other innovative solutions making a difference on grassroots levels. IMPT.io users can check the CO2 compensation quality on each project before selecting it. So basically, you're going to be able to see the stats of each project that are helping the environment by reducing CO2, and after making a purchase, you're going to earn carbon credits, NFTs. And after getting the carbon NFTs, you have 3 options. You can either hold them as long as you like, or you can sell them to get USD dollars, or you could burn the NFT, and if you do that, you're going to create a carbon offset, like they mentioned here, and get a collective NFT, which is going to be an NFT that is created by an artist. And of course, you can decide either to hold the NFT or to trade it. Now, my question is, how is this going to actually help to reduce the CO2 emissions or to lower carbon dioxide into the air? Like by investing on this cryptocurrency, how would that actually help the environment? My guess, how I think this is going to work out, is that whenever you invest or buy the IMPT tokens, and then you choose a project by paying that project using the IMPT tokens, I believe a portion of those IMPT tokens are going to go to fund or to financially support those projects that are trying to help the environment and lower CO2 emissions. And as a reward, you will get a carbon credit NFT, which then you can decide either to hold it, sell it, or to burn it. And if you burn it, you get a special NFT. And below that, we have here another use case for the IMPT token. So we have here the user, like yourself and myself. So you do some shopping on their affiliated brands, and then 2% of those sales are allocated. And assuming that you spend about over $7,000, then you're going to accumulate about $147 in IMPT tokens in that year. Right here it says month, which is, I think it's a typo, but right here it says $147 each year. And below that it says the user can get at least 14 carbon credits a year. So that's why I think this is a typo. It should be a year, because if it's 14 carbon credits a year at $10, like it says here, carbon credit currently at the price more or less is at $10, then that means that you're going to be able to get 14 carbon credits at that price. And those carbon credits are just NFTs, and you could decide to either hold the NFT, sell the carbon credit NFT, or retire the NFT, which is essentially burning the NFT. If we go all the way to the bottom of the white paper, it gives us like this glossary or dictionary, and it says retiring a carbon credit. What does that mean? It means carbon credit is taken off the market forever and cannot be traded or swapped again. So in other words, you're burning the NFT. One thing I also wanted to mention is that the team is already doxed. As we can see here, the main CEO of IMPT.io is on LinkedIn, and he even made a video kind of talking about it, that he's actually going to be in Dubai sometime this month. I'm not sure when the video was recorded because he mentions next month, but I'm assuming since we just started October that he might be having a meeting somewhere in Dubai this month in October. You guys can go check it out. And there's the rest of the team as well. So we have the CTO and we got other people here. So I give this team props for being dogs right up front, and I believe that is very important, but that's not all we need to look for. My conclusion is that all of this sounds good, sounds great, it has a good vision, it has a good purpose, but can it be done in practice? Even the programs today that are currently running that are created by the government, like the RGGI, California Cap and Trade, European Union Allowance, even those programs are having a hard time to implement their system on all these manufacturer companies and businesses because there's always loopholes, leakage, and other issues. And not to mention how to accurately measure the CO2 that each company is producing or emitting, and if it's reliable, third-party auditors, and so on. And basically, there's still a lot of work to be done. Another question is cryptocurrency really necessary to use as a vehicle to help reduce CO2 emissions when other ways can also be done? This idea has already been experimented, like for example, ClimaDAO. I'm pretty sure there are other cryptocurrencies, but the one that I found here is ClimaDAO, and it's very interesting. I'll have the link down below so you guys can also check it out and read it. We even have here a video that came out in March of 2022, if I'm not wrong, that it mentions that even Mark Cuban invested on this cryptocurrency and is holding them. And this project was launched back in October of 2021, just about a year ago. And if we go to CoinMarketCap to take a look at the price of ClimaDAO, we see that today, early this morning, around 7 a.m. Central Time, it was around $3.27. And then it went up to $6 and now it's up to $12. And you might think, wow, this is awesome at 4x from $3 to $12 in less than a day. This is great. But if I were to zoom out, okay, for like the whole year or for ever since it was out, look at this big drop right here. So right now it's pretty much like around $12, but it was before the highest it reached was over $3,000. It went as high as $3,500. And cryptocurrency is not the only way. You can also invest using ETFs. Like we have here the Crane Shares Global Carbon Strategy. And this ETF, they cover the European Union Allowance, California Carbon Allowances, and the RGGI, and the United Kingdom allowances. There's also the base carbon, and we can see the price here, how it's doing. There's also the carbon streaming as well. We can see here the price for nets and this other, the ticker here. We also see it. And to invest on these projects I just mentioned, you don't need cryptocurrency. You can just do it directly, like right here on Webull. Okay, so I can just choose Crane Shares Global Carbon Strategy, and I can just, type in my price. I haven't logged in, so I need to log in. But once you open an account and everything, and this is just one brokerage. There's like so many brokerage out there that you can use. And some even offer, like, if you're new to the brokerage, some even offer like free stocks and stuff, which, by the way, if you guys want to help out this channel, all right, there's a good segue or segment to jump into. But if you guys want to help out this channel, I'll have a link, an affiliate link down below, and you guys can get up to 12 free stocks, okay, if you guys decide to open a free brokerage account with Webull. And when you open your account, it's completely free, and you get 2 free fractional share stocks, okay, valued up to $300. And if you decide to make a deposit within 10 days of any amount, like it says here, then you're able to get anywhere between 4 to 10 free fractional shares each, valued up to $3,000. All the details are in the description down below. But going back here to the chart, we see that, I have choices here. I can decide to just invest directly without really needing to use cryptocurrency. But again, their project, it sounds really great. It sounds really good. And I gotta say, it does pique my interest. And I don't know, I might decide to risk it on this one. Again, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Only invest what you're willing to lose. But I might decide to join in. I'm not sure. But if I decide to do so, I still have more digging to do. And one way we can all help the environment without having to invest on cryptocurrency or on ETFs or stocks or anything like that is by planting trees and reducing our CO2 emissions, like with our cars, gas, and things like that. But that's my opinion. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you find this video to be helpful and informative, make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit the bell so you never miss another video. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.